You got to be hungry. People that are hungry are willing to do the things today others won't do in order to have the things tomorrow others won't have. People that are hungry believe, always strive to get on top in life because it's the bottom that's overcrowded. People that are hungry know if you want to be successful, you must be willing to do the things today others won't do in order to have the things tomorrow others won't have. I didn't do what I'm doing right now because it was hard. How many of you decided not to do something because it was hard? Raise your hands, please. I want you to write this down. If you do what is easy, your life will be hard. Complain, point at your circumstances, give up your power, blame the government, blame the economy. If you do what is easy, your life will be hard. But if you do what is hard, your life will be easy. It's hard to make a radical change in your behavior. It's hard to take ownership. It's hard to swallow the bitter pill that wherever you find yourself, at some point in time, you made an appointment to be there. That's hard.
3 P's that you got to annihilate, crush, or destroy if they're getting in the way of your progress in a relationship or your career or your happiness or your health. These are the 3 P's that make learned helplessness. Number 1, you think the problem is permanent. Once you've had enough disappointment, sometimes your brain doesn't want to get disappointed, so it's a permanent problem. Please write down, no problem is permanent. Only your soul is permanent. Nothing's forever. Everything changes. Everything eventually ends and something new begins. That's part of life. Those are the seasons of life. The second P that keeps people in learned helplessness so they don't change, this belief's got to be annihilated, broken through, and that it's pervasive. That means that because my relationship's not great, my whole life is horrible. Then you're forgetting you do have health, or you do have friends, or you do have a job, or you do have whatever. I can breathe. And the third one is we think the problem is personal. There's something wrong with me. And if you start believing that, it becomes self-fulfilling. You give up. See, I'm not good enough. I'm not beautiful enough. I'm not smart enough. I always screw it up. So those 3 P's got to be destroyed.
Ask yourself one question. Am I a doer or a dabbler? Marketers are doers. They want to sell online and make a profit doing it. Marketers say they make it hard at times, but it's possible. Dabblers say it may be possible, but it's too hard. Marketers have proven plans and frameworks. Dabblers have excuses. Marketers see possibilities. Dabblers see problems. Marketers make it happen. Dabblers let it happen. Marketers sell on Launchcard. Dabblers exist on other platforms. Which are you, a marketer or a dabbler? I am a marketer.
All right, everybody. Good morning, and let's check our volume because I always have trouble with this particular mic. Yeah, it looks like we've got volume there. Give me a thumbs up or a hashtag live just to let me know that you can hear me as we get started today with live Q&A for launch ads. So I'm just going to give that a second. By the way, welcome. Where are you checking in from? Live, good. All right, Mario and G say we are live and we have audio. That's fantastic. So here's the deal, guys. Every week I come on at 11 a.m. to spend time with you and say, what is going on for you with launch ads? What are your questions? What are the kinds of things that would be helpful for you to use launch ads to maximize it? And so you may have noticed in the comments, I'm going to put it in the comments here. See if everybody can get a hold of this. This is the link to join me in the studio. That should be popping up everywhere. That looks like that went to the Facebook pages. Give me a moment. It did not go to YouTube for some reason. If you want to join live, I would love to have you come on so we can just talk to each other, and you can share screen if you want to. But if you can't join me live, put a comment in the chat. What's one thing that you're struggling with? I had a question inside of the Facebook group. Somebody was asking about pixels and about sort of general understanding of how to use launch ads. And again, it's basically your show. So I'd love to have you join me. I'll say this until somebody joins me live. I think I noticed some changes in the UI this morning when I was testing some things out. And maybe we'll take a look at that to start things off. Mario, G, anybody else who's joining us, let me know if you want to hop on with me. All right. Oh, G is coming. All right. So G is trying to get on. That's great. Device is not connected. We're working on it. I got a text I need to follow up with. Just a minute, everybody. All right. G tried to connect. We're going to get him on here as soon as we can. And meantime, we're going to do a present and take a little look here at how things are going. And it looks like Greg is going to send an email out, see if we can get some other people. G, I see you're trying to connect, and it looks like you might have trouble with your devices. It says you're here, but your devices aren't connecting. So let's keep looking at that. Okay, there. I see the comments went out to YouTube now. Here we go. Share, present. And let's go right into launch ads and have a look around. So I had some questions. Let's see. Yeah, we got it. Okay. Some questions, like I said, about general setup and sort of getting things started. So let's just do that until I get some specific questions from you guys. So connect platforms. Let's just take a look around here. So when you come in, you've got a dashboard that will show you some statistics. You got a website. You can track web traffic. But what we really want to do with launch ads is advertise. And so we've got the ability, if we go over here to the top right, if you're not seeing all of the platforms, the top right, I'm going to go set these to all. I'm going to set these to all formats. And then that shows us every potential place where we can advertise and connect to launch ads. So we can connect to Meta, Google Search, LinkedIn, TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, Google Performance Max, which is going to go to all of these different places. It's going to create an ad and set it up for a bunch of different Google ad spots, Spotify, speaking of spots, and all of these others. So first of all, when you click advertise over on the top right, you can sort of limit which platforms show up by what you're going to do. So for example, if I say I want to do a phone call ad, obviously that brings me down to Google call ads and Facebook call ads, because those are the only two that are going to have the call capability. And if I go to messages, we're going to go to LinkedIn messages and Facebook message ads, which includes WhatsApp. If I go to web traffic, that opens up a lot more options. And if I go to boost post, we're basically doing that from Facebook. And I did have a very specific question about boosting posts. So I'm going to go ahead and look at that as an example this morning as well. Again, unless somebody pops on here and has something else that you want to look at. So that's the advertise section. Once you have ads running, you'll have a space down here where you can see your ads, your previous ads, recent ads. You can see ads that are in draft, which I don't have any in draft right now. You can schedule ads. Those would also show up down here. And again, this is under the advertise tab. At the bottom, we're going to have these spots where we can see and begin to track the ads. I did a boost, and it was just this morning. I haven't even seen if it's been approved yet. So let's go over here and take a look. It literally was a boost post for a boost of the post that I put out there for that. Okay, it says it's active. There were 5 clicks, reached 97, 5.10% CTR. That's good. We're gonna look. We can look at these numbers, what they mean, and what they're gonna do. So this is actually I got a webinar that we're doing tomorrow for launch ads. And actually, that's what this post is about. So this would show that 5 people clicked on the link, which is, I'm going to show you where they're going to. Give me 1 second while I go to that page. So the post, all right, we're waiting for that to come up. The post was advertising this emergency training, social media ad mistake that's costing you money. And that is happening tomorrow at 3 p.m. So what I did is I created a post on Facebook. Let's see, I'll show you the whole process here. As soon as I get my Facebook page up for you, I can show you what this looks like. Again, somebody was asking, how do you boost posts? So I believe it's this post right here. So let's go share this tab instead. All right, so let's follow the process. So I made a post. It was want to run ads that actually convert. This is the webinar that I'm hosting tomorrow for launch ads. And this is a post that I wanted to boost. So I came into AI ads and I went to advertise and I chose, I can do it here or I can go over here. What's my ad goal? I want to boost a post. And when I do that, I can click boost post. And now you can see that it's what I did was I went and selected the Facebook post and all of my recent posts show up here. Tomorrow's the day, clicked on that and chose that as the post. So you can see that now my post shows up over here and I have it set up to send message. So when they click on send message, that's going to create an interaction on Facebook. Sorry, guys, I wasn't sharing the right tab there. I just noticed. Over here in, let's do it again since I wasn't showing it. I'm going to go to advertise. I went over here to add goal, chose boost post. I went over here to boost post, clicked it. And then I go over here to my drop down for my creative. I drop down and say, this is the post that I want to boost. Let's see, this might be helpful if I zoom in a little bit. And now you can see my post is showing up over here. And now I can change my targeting. This is chief executive officers, business decision makers. I noticed that it doesn't have ads. Let's go over here to target interests. And I'm not sure why we're getting executive directors. I'm guessing most of those are not advertising on Facebook. It could be. They could be the ones that are finding out how to do it, but probably, I think, less likely. Owner, manager, CEO, small business owners. That's a good one. New page admins. Yeah, they might be wanting to advertise on Facebook. Business page admins, Facebook page admins. That's actually good. Business decision makers, titles and interests. Okay, so that's not bad. So we could do that, or we can browse. And I'm going to go over here and I'm going to go, actually, I'm going to just go up here and start typing So we could target entrepreneur. Could be one of the targets that we're going to use. So let's do that. Let's target those. And we also have some AI suggestions. So we got owner and founder, business decision makers. We have some other options that we might want to click here. I'm going to do small business owners. Oh, it's already selected up there. Cool. We can narrow the audience if we want to, which would be basically what narrowing the audience says is they fall within these categories at the top. And then we're going to also say if they have these characteristics. And we can go down here and browse or type them in. I'm not narrow the audience right now. I see somebody is joining me. That's awesome. I'm going to put you on the call here really soon so that you can come on and let's get specific with your questions. We got the age range, we got the location, language, and we can do auto placements or manual placements. I'm going to leave that at auto for now. And that is my targeting. Then if I want to, I can edit the conversation. So can I learn more? This is you see over here on the right, when they click, this is what they're going to get. So can I learn more about running ads with AI? Absolutely. You can learn more right now by going to, and then I have the URL that will point them to it. Also can start the conversation. And if you have the CRM, the conversation can be managed right within the CRM. So pretty cool. All right. We're going to get out of here. And when we're ready to boost it, I've already boosted this one, so I'm not going to do it again. We can do launch campaign. We can change our spend amount. You can see we're going to get 2 to 13 clicks daily, reach 380 to 666. That's not good. We want to change that number. We could say, weekly what we're going to get. So again, we can get this all set up. We do launch campaign, and now we've launched the campaign, which if we go back over to advertise, at the bottom here, we're going to have our recent ads, and I'm going to click view results. So this is a boost that I did, as I mentioned earlier, just this morning. And we're going to go in and take a look at those stats. If you're just joining me now, give me a hashtag live. Tell me where you're joining from. Thanks for coming. Put a comment in what city, what state, what country, where are you calling in from. And a reminder, if you want to join me in the studio, you can do that by clicking the link. And if you need that link, comment, need the link again, I'll grab that link for you. But let's go down here and look at these stats. Okay. So this is one that I literally just started this morning. So I would have this example to show you how to boost a post, because somebody in the Facebook group asked about boosting. I can't remember who it was exactly. Oh, look who came. It's Dan. This is awesome. Dan's gonna be in here in the studio with me really quickly. So there we go. So you can see and just started.
I wanted to see this part, Kevin. I wanted to see the stats, because I was just watching and I'm looking at your clicks. This is ridiculous for a brand new ad that you literally just started.
It's crazy, right?
Yeah.
And literally, this happens to me, Dan. This happens to me all the time. I'm serious. I'll start an ad and I'll go away and do something. I come back and I go, holy cow.
It's crazy, right? I
Yeah.
mean, it's almost, I know this can't be, I mean, it shouldn't be, but it seems like Facebook does give, I mean, it can't, but I don't know why. It's like, it's giving it an extra boost or something. I know that it's not I know you did a boosted post. That's not what I mean. It's just like things start so much faster, it
Yeah.
seems.
Because
But let's
exactly.
look at the CPC benchmarks, the cost per click benchmark. So they think that's just insane.
Yeah, because okay, so let's just talk real quickly, like, because a lot of people who are running ads, myself included, I'm not an ad agency. I don't like these numbers. I know these are good.
Yeah.
Partially because I've done some research, like what are the basics, but what would be a good, if we were just starting out, a good CPC?
I mean, like, honestly, if you can get, for the longest time, we were even saying like $2. We'd be happy if we paid $2 for every click,
Mhm.
depending on what we were selling. And of course, Dwight and I did a lot of the low ticket stuff like t-shirts and tennis shoes and coffee mugs. But, so much of this business depends on, like, making it all work depends on what the landing page looks like. But if you have a really good landing
Right.
page and it's all optimized and you can sell something with it, if you're getting a $2 click, you're doing pretty good. To get a 17-cent click is insane. I mean, that is ridiculous, which means you're going to pay a lot less. And I think the current benchmark for Facebook is $1.80. If you hover over that CPC thing, I think it'll tell you.
Oh, there we go. Yeah,
on
if I
top.
click on it, I think I have to click on it.
No, I think just hover. Like right over the word CPC above the 17 cents there.
Yeah, I'm hovering there. Oh, it's
there.
like it shows up and then it goes away. Let me
Just
be more
just be
patient.
careful.
I'm gonna go over here and hover over the CTR. Yeah, it's like
Yeah,
it comes up and then it doesn't come up. Like I'm hovering over it and nothing's happening.
Well, I do know the click-through rate right now is like 1.75 on Facebook. So if you can get above a 1.75, you're
There we
doing
go. There we go. I got it.
Oh,
So
1.8 it's now. Okay. So
So
meaning if
for
you
everybody who's
can,
watching, right, Dan? I mean, this is like if you get a cost. So we want to go lower, right? So it says it right there. So on
Yeah.
this statistic, we want it to be lower, and on the second one, the CTR, we want it to be higher.
Yeah.
Which makes it better. So we're spending less. So on this quick boost that I just started this morning, Facebook, a good CTR is 185. I'm spending 17 cents a click, which is,
I mean, it's like
so
10 times less.
it's really good.
It's crazy. And then the same thing with the click-through rate. And, if you're getting 1.8% or above, that's a good benchmark. That means good. You're at 5.10. I mean, that is just ridiculous, honestly.
Yeah, and what's kind of cool about it, Dan, is again, so for someone like me, and I think a lot of people who are watching, a lot of people who bought launch ads, if this is you, put hashtag me in the chat. If you're a person that's like me, that you're like, look at me, I'm an ad guru. Like, I just became an ad expert because look at me, I'm getting, instead of I'm getting 5.10% CTR. I did an ad, my first ad, Dan, my first ever ad, because I got launch ads and I was told by Joe Jablonski, try this out. I tried it out. I started an ad and forgot about it. Came back like a day later and it was like at 30% CTR. And I was like, what?
Ridiculous.
What? I'm amazing.
This is the kind of thing that, like, if somebody told me this, because I kind of know all this stuff, I'd be like, you're full of S. I know you're lying.
Yeah, exactly.
It's some kind of scam,
It's not
but
possible.
I mean, this is what happens when, like, as good as you can ever be, you're probably not ever going to be as good as this. I was talking to Greg Reiter about it, and he was telling me the same thing. Like, I'm pretty good at this. I know what I'm doing. And then the AI comes in and kicks his butt.
I know,
I
it's
mean, it's
fantastic.
pretty amazing.
Claudia, I see you're trying to join. I'd love to have you join. I just put the link again in the chat. So see if you can find it in the actual chat, Claudia. Danny is here. All right, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to stop sharing and we're going to do a specific question. Danny is in the house, so I see you're muted. If you can unmute, would love to hear what you're.
Hey guys.
Hey,
Hi.
thanks for joining us.
No, thanks for having us. Me, what I
Did-
was thinking.
Yeah, go right ahead, Danny.
No, I think it's great. I was trying to figure it out. How many products do you guys recommend to have on a website to start launching ads and start spending money?
That's a
How
great
many
question.
how many products you said?
Yeah.
One. I mean, so are you what is your are you like an e-commerce person? Do you sell like items that like in a Shopify or Launchcart type of
I
store?
just got launch.
Oh,
I got Launchcart,
Mhm.
and then after Launchcart now I'm in this AI, but I like the AI because my background is real estate and mortgage, so I've been doing mortgage for 20 years. And I always try to make ads, and I have really cool systems that I can synchronize everything. But I always needed a person for the ads, so I think this is going to help me to try to find that person that always say media marketing. They charge you a lot of money, and you go look at your, hey, I'm spending all this money, but I'm not seeing my ROI back with the money that I'm spending. So I think this is going to work. I don't know.
well, I mean, yeah, it does. It totally comes down to what you're selling, and so I guess to answer your question, I mean, real estate. If you're like doing real estate, I would just try to like your goal. It's not really about a product, then, right? It's about like you trying to get the person to message you to start a conversation, right? Because then that's kind of what you want, because that's how you sell a house, right? I mean, you're like getting back and forth in some kind of a conversation. So like what Kevin just did for this example, which is a message ad, I mean, it's pretty awesome. Like, you just, hey, you want to like message me, this house is available. You start talking, and then that's how you just move forward. If it's a product, it's literally you want to run. So there are multiple ways for the e-commerce types of people watching. There are multiple ways that you can sell this kind of thing. Either you have a product, like say you're selling this cup or whatever, you're going to send the ad to that product page. Another way that I personally don't like as much, but it is pretty popular, and I know people have success, is like you send them more to like a category page. So if you have 10 cups on your store, you send them to the cup page, and then they can just look at all the cups and pick one and hopefully buy one. But so to answer your question, how many products do you need? Well, you need something to sell, or you need some kind of objective, like to get somebody in a chat.
Yep.
Or build a mailing list. That's another
Correct. So
really
that was
awesome
my
thing to
idea.
do.
Yeah, I was with because
I think, Danny, you got some bandwidth.
hello?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're kind of cutting in and out, but go ahead, try again. Yeah, I think his connection.
What I was telling you, then I got Launchcart.
Mhm.
I got Launchcart, and I was like, it looks kind of easy to make an e-commerce website. I always wanted to do one, and I started one, and I already have like 80 products on the website. But I want to use the AI for the real estate, and also just to have fun with this website.
Mhm.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's awesome. Pick one of your favorites and, start with a small budget and see what happens. I mean, if it's going to work, it's going to work, and the AI should figure it all out for you, right? So I mean that's great, and and the thing is sometimes products that don't sell, but that let the numbers decide that, and let AI do the numbers.
Mhm.
That makes sense.
Do
Yeah,
you
but
guys
have fun with
recommend to put the ads with the image of the product that you're selling, or just to go whatever the AI is going to show you?
Yeah, I think that's you can answer, Dan. I would say I think one of the powerful things about launchads.ai is AI is giving you fantastic suggestions, but always if you look at it and you say, yeah, but I want this image, you can make it one of the images and then let launch ads run the different versions of the ad and find out whether that image is winning, if you will, versus the other things that launch ads comes out. So the great thing is you can test it. So instead of needing to choose, I'm either going to use what AI gives me or I'm going to use what I think will work. That's the beauty of launchads.ai, because you get the best of both worlds. And then you start running the ad and then you check the stats and see which ones are performing the best.
If you're selling a product, like I said, like this cup, you'd want a picture of this cup. And the thing is, you want to have a bunch of pictures of that cup. So maybe just put that cup with a person. Like there's a picture. You could have a video of the cup. You could just put it on a yellow background and then a blue background, and just whatever is going to click is going to click. And it's not so much it'll click with the people, but it sounds weird. It'll click with the algorithm. And for whatever reason, they're going to say, well, this blue image is the one that's going, or this video, whatever. So if it's a physical product, you want to like show the product either like a big hero shot or it in use, like somebody drinking. By the way, it should be a good looking person. Like this really shouldn't really be it, because the algorithm hates that. I don't like it looking at it.
Yeah.
But so if it's a physical thing, you show the product. If it's a service like real estate or HVAC, lawn service, Shutterstock is really great for that, because you just find a billion videos showing that service. You're probably not going to find a video of this cup on Shutterstock, right? So, yeah.
Yeah, what I'm doing is I did a couple samples already on Facebook, and I'm using AI, a lot of AI. So I'm just putting the pictures of the products that I have on the website and posting. I upload it to my AI, and the AI creates the post, and I start making the posts on Facebook, Instagram, all the social networks. So I just need to click, generate, and the AI is gonna do all the art to put on the post, title, links, everything, hashtags, all the stuff.
Yeah, that's again, so you're going to give it, I would say it this way, with launch ads, a couple of things can happen. One, it'll scan your site. So if you've already written copy for what you're selling, so if you have a description of your product, for example, you can tell it to scan that page, and then it will determine, it can create the ads from that. Or you can type in a little blurb and say, all right, create the ad from that. So it's like giving it a hint, like, okay, here's a hint of what I want to do, and then it's going to take it and expand on it, which I think it does really well.
Yeah, I'm ready to start. I'm just waiting for a couple of things in Launchcard, like the subscription. It's like nobody seems to know what's going on with the subscription form on Launchcard. So I'm just waiting to fix that, and I think I'm ready to start testing the AI.
Oh, what did you say? What is your issue with the subscription?
Like if you go to my website, it's called tpixie.com.
Type that in the chat if you don't mind.
I cannot chat. I have to log into the YouTube.
Okay. So
it's tpixie.com. So I'm just testing it.
Spell it for me.
T Tom E people IXIE.com.
tpixie.com. Gotcha. I'm going to that now. By the way, Claudia, I know you're here, and we're gonna get your specific question.
Hello.
Hey, Claudia, good to hear
Hi.
from you. All right, so slide into style with kitty.bad. Here, I'm gonna share this tab. All right, so we're gonna look at your store. This is the store that you have already out there, right? So you have some products. You say you have like 80?
I think like 80, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my store.
Oh, right on.
Okay, cool. So what is it that you said you're waiting for now?
Okay, on home,
Uh-huh.
when you go to home,
Yeah.
main page,
Yeah.
scroll down to the
Oh,
bottom.
are you talking about the email thing?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, this right here.
Okay.
I'm only seeing the second page. It got stuck on the.
Oh. Yeah. Yeah, we're
Oh,
only
are you
seeing
sharing,
the
Dan?
homepage. Oh yeah, I was sharing because you weren't. I think you were trying to, but
Oh, that's good. Okay, yeah, because I'm like, I'm scrolled to the bottom. How is he not? Okay, got you.
no, I'm actually no. You're sharing. I just put your screen on, so I'm not actually sharing. I just put your screen live.
Share this
Oh,
tab
it's like-
instead. Oh, my bad.
Hey,
It
right
opened
there.
a-
Yeah, right there.
yeah, it opened a second tab and I didn't realize it. Okay. Yeah. So this is not working yet?
No, so some people, I have the CRM. So my idea was to make a form to add it, to embed it to this one with the CRM of Launchcard.
Uh-huh.
But it only gives success, but it doesn't send an email. So I was texting and somebody told me that I need to make the MailChimp account. I already have MailChimp, but for me, it would be nicer if you can synchronize this with the CRM or Launchcard.
Yeah, you definitely can. You do not need a MailChimp account.
Yeah, what I would do is just send support an email.
I
and-
tried yesterday and they told me they opened a ticket to escalate the situation.
Oh.
And
Okay.
that's where I am.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
they're
So
good.
they're working on it. Yeah,
They'll
good.
get on it.
Yep.
So you can do it, so I don't have to make MailChimp and just wait
No.
for them, right?
No, you definitely when you have the Launchcart CRM, you're gonna get an it's gonna automatically put it's the connection that's missing. Do you know if you went through the process of connecting to your CRM?
I went to I don't remember. The system did it automatically because I have Launchcard and I have the CRM too.
Yeah, you still have to go through a process, and I can show you that in just a minute. That may be the piece that you're missing. I'm going to show you that in a minute, but Claudia's sitting here waiting. I'm going to let her ask a question, and then we'll come back to that. Okay.
Kevin, I don't really have a specific question because I think I'm just at step one. I can't seem to get my Meta backend well understood, and so I'm jumping on here just to see what I can pick up. I tried some things and they didn't work well for me, so I gave up for a while, and I saw this. I thought, well, maybe I'll learn something.
Okay. Well, you would be a great example. If we want to maybe instead of on a live Q&A, you and I can get on and just do a little recording of the process for you. Because again, Claudia has, I assume are you talking about running ads for your store?
Yes.
Yeah. So Claudia has Launchcart and Launch Ads. I know that because Claudia and I go back a ways. And so, yeah, I'd be happy to look at what is or isn't working for you to get your ads. You say you tried it. Are you saying that you put the ads up and they didn't perform well?
Yeah, and then I tried it just without Launch Ads, and I'm just spinning my wheels and wasting my money, I think.
We don't want to do that.
No.
We want to put ads up and start selling products.
Yeah.
And Launch Ads is like the snow chains that you put on your tires.
Nice.
But hey, I gotta go because I'm 7 minutes late for a thing I did.
Oh, hey Dan, thanks for coming. I'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah. Have a good one, everyone.
Thanks, Dan.
Thanks.
See you. All right, Danny, let's go do this. Claudia, we can share screen and look at your specifics if you want to. I'm going to do this though. I'm going to walk through connecting launch cart to the launch cart CRM because that's what Danny is facing. So I'm
Okay.
going to do it.
I'm not even sure I did that.
Do you have the launch cart CRM? You should.
Well, I mean, I thought we sort of got it, but I don't do anything with it. It confused me. I just didn't want to learn something new.
Yeah. Let's do share screen here. And I'm going to choose, I'll go to this tab, which is here. And this was my launch ads we were looking at, which I don't know when you got on, Claudia and Danny, but we were just discussing. I just put this up. This is a post boost, and I just put it up earlier this morning. And when we came in to the live call, it's at a 5.1% CTR, which is crazy good, and a 0.17 CPC. So this is what can happen, but obviously that's not happening for you, Claudia. We're going to work on that.
Okay.
I'm going to go to, let's see. I'm going to go, I don't have an actual store, but I can show the process here. Ecom, log into launch cart. I have kind of an example store. So this is for anybody who wants to connect launch cart to your CRM, to your launch cart CRM.
Oh.
And what we're going to do is we're going to go into the basics and we're going to go to App Store. And you can see
Screen, Kevin.
Yeah.
It got stuck on the
Oh,
main
it
page.
did it again. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the way there we go. All right. So thank you for that. So what I did is I went into I logged in, and when it opened a new tab, and when I logged in, I went to App Store down here on the left, and you can see here, whoops, clicked it again. So if I want to connect to the launch cart CRM or to any Go High Level account, I'm going to click on Enable for launch cart CRM, and that should open. It's working on it.
So you need to have that to make launch ads work, right?
No. This isn't to make launch ads work. This is to, earlier we were talking with Danny about his subscribe wasn't automatically connected to his CRM. So, like in your store where you have the subscribe button, we can set that up so it automatically goes into the launch cart CRM or any Go High Level or MailChimp or the other things that were listed there. So here's what's important. Here's what I learned. If you're already logged into your CRM, it says right here, if you're already logged in, log out. And this was, so for everybody watching, this is a little confusing for me. It says log out and log in again. What it means is log out from your CRM and then click this login. So when you click this login, essentially what it does is it lets you log in here from this window, which automatically creates the connection to your CRM. Danny, does that make sense? He's muted.
Yeah, let me try.
Oh yeah, try it. And you'll see it'll say it's connected when it's connected. I'm gonna see. I did
right
this
now with a new window.
Okay, cool. Let me just check for comments here, guys. I'm not good. I'm good at doing live Q&As and getting into a conversation and missing the comments. So,
and are you recording?
Yeah, this is recorded. This is on YouTube. It's on the Facebook, in the Facebook pages and groups, and so it's always going to be there.
I don't think I'm logged in there.
So what we're doing again, I'm gonna just show it while you guys are trying it. So I'm gonna go present, share screen. This is where I'm at. All right, so I'm gonna go back. So I'm in my store. Let's go just to the store dashboard. So you log into your store. You go down here to the left where it says App Store. You go hover over whichever app you want to enable. And by the way, this, just so you know, it might be confusing because you can see that I'm hovering down here on the text, but you actually have to be over top of the image to get the enable to pop up. So that's critical as well. So I'm going to go up here and I'm going to click enable for the Launchcart CRM. If you just have a Go High Level account that's not through Launchcart, you can use this Go High Level. It works exactly the same way. We click enable. And it's going to say, log into your CRM. Make sure that if you're already logged in another tab somewhere, you log out. Then you click this login, and I'll go see. I don't know if I'm logged in anywhere. Yeah, I'm going to log out here. Give me a second, and I'm gonna just make sure I'm logged out. All right, so I am logged out. I just verified that. So I'm going to go back to my tab. Now I'm going to click this button that says log in. And by the way, for those of you who tuned in for Launch Ads Q&A, this always happens. We're going to talk about Launchcart CRM, Launchcart itself, Launch Ads, whatever the cues are, the questions, we're going to work at that. Okay, so now you see we're on the app lead connector.hq. Now we would put, and I don't have my login saved. Yeah, I do. Give me a second. I'll find it.
And it got stuck to the same page.
I'm sorry?
It got stuck to the same page. Are you in the login? No.
Not yet. No, I'm over. I know I see what you're saying. Yeah, no, it asked me to log in, but I'm going over and getting my login, and then I'll show that tab. Yeah, thanks.
And also, I did mine already, Kevin.
And it worked?
I mean, I'm logging again to the Launchcart CRM.
Okay. So let's go here. We'll test it. We're going to test it in just a minute. Danny, Launchcart CRM. I'll test it. We're going to test it in just a minute. I hear myself. Okay, yeah. Unfortunately for me, because I have it set up, it's auto logging in on the wrong tab. You did it, so Danny, it worked. When you click the login, essentially what it's going to do, it's going to open up this. This should be what you see, and then you put in your email and your password and sign in, and it will actually do the connection on the back end for you.
It worked for me.
Worked for you?
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Or so it appears.
Yeah.
Says it's enabled.
Perfect. And so what's going to happen is I'm going to stop sharing. Okay. So what is going to tags? Yeah. There we go. Oh, okay. Sandra said, well, Tranquil Mind Community says, show this. Tags created in Launchcart are not transferring to the CRM. I have to leave now, but would appreciate any tips. Yeah, they should be. So something's not set up quite right. So that's what I was just getting ready to say. Once you make that connection, when somebody makes a purchase, when somebody fills out a form, the contact information is automatically going over, and it should be taking the tags. So when you set up, products in Launch Cart, there's a place to put tags on it. You want to put a tag on there. You know, it can be let's just it can be men, women's. I know, like mugs, shirts, and what is going to happen is when it adds the contact or when it updates the contact in the CRM, it's going to put a tag on there for what product they purchased. And so that's all happening automatically. You don't have to do anything else except connect them. And Sandra is saying that the tags are not coming in. So that there's something that either in the tags in the store or something that we need to look at. Hopefully you can come next week, Sandra, or you and I can get on a call and look at that as well. Danny, so I'm going to go now to so the form that's on the bottom of your page, the subscribe, that's just the basic form that you set up in Launch Cart, correct?
Correct. The one that when you're doing the homepage and you're doing the changes, you put subscribe. I mean, toggle the subscription form. That's the one.
Okay. So I'm going to go use a different address and I'm going to subscribe again. So I just went to your site and subscribed with your form. It says success. What should have happened, and I may have needed to refresh my page. What should have happened is now if you go in and look in your CRM, you should see a new contact there. That is me.
Do you have to have your CRM? Do you have to have the CRM all set up on the other end? Because I don't think I've done that.
Yeah, I mean, ideally what you've done is you've already gone into the Launch Cart CRM and you've done your basic setup there. Okay. So we definitely have guides for that, but you want to do that so that when the content comes over, it's ready for it. It should still be adding the contacts either way.
Okay.
Hey, Gary said, I cannot access the AI ads tool. I've emailed support 3 times, no response. I just signed up over the weekend. Gary, do me a favor, and I'm going to put it in here. I'm going to put my email address in the chat. It's going to show up probably as Launch Cart or Greg. But email me at kevin@kevinstrightonline.com. And let me see if I can help you get that taken care of so you can get logged in, because we want you to get into launch ads and start experiencing some great success. Claudia, do you have time later today to just get on a call with me and we can sort of look at your ads settings and see if we can get a better ad running?
Yes, thank you. I'll be sure to make that happen. I could be available when you say later today. For me, I could be available after, say, 12:30 my time. So that's 3:30 your time.
Yeah, I think that'll work for me. I think I can do that as well.
Okay.
And then we can record the call and maybe get some stuff. We can post it on Facebook once we edit it, because and we'll get a good use case, right?
Yeah.
Because again, it doesn't do us any good to sell you guys launch ads and then you can't make it work. I've had kind of crazy success with it. So, it depends on when you say were the statistics not good.
Yeah, as I recall, the statistics weren't good. I freaked out. Like, I don't know what I'm doing. And okay. I just don't know what I'm doing for ads in general. I don't think I had my Meta backend set up right.
Oh, okay.
Remember, I had trouble getting the pixels to work. It was just a nightmare. And after spending, I don't know, $300, I'm like, well, this isn't working. So.
Oh no, we don't want to do that. No, exactly.
I'm out.
Well, yeah, let's do a little use case, and I'll work with you on, making sure the setup is correct, and we'll go through getting a good ad ready. We'll launch it. I launch ads at $5 a day and kind of let them run and see how they're performing before I go bigger. I mean, other people, have a larger ad spend. They can do a lot more. I just start mine small and see how they perform, and then I make them increase them if they're doing well.
Yeah. Okay. Yes, that would be great. So,
Okay.
about 3:30
Yeah.
your time.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
See
I'm
what-
going to plan on that. I'll send you a link.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, Gary, if you got my email, send me the email. You're welcome. And we're running into the end of our time for today. Danny, did you happen to see a contact show up? Let's ask about that.
It's supposed to show on CRM contacts, correct?
Correct.
Is KL Strike? No.
That is exactly right. That's me.
Cool. So how do we make, after you opt in,
Yeah.
for me to send a welcome email with
Yeah.
the promotion code?
Yep. So what you're going to do is, so here's the process. We started, you set up your store, you connect to your LaunchCart CRM, which we just did just now. In the CRM, you're going to create what's called a workflow and or an automation. I think it's called automation, and then you create a workflow. On the left-hand column there, let's see. I'm gonna do this. I'll do this, and then we'll wrap it up for today. So I'm gonna go here. Yeah, we're gonna go here. We're gonna go. Actually, if I log into mine, we'll have a better. So this is gonna look just a little bit different than all of you in your LaunchCart CRM, but it's the same process. Actually, no, let's not do that. My system has decided to be slow today. This is always the way it is when you go live, right? You're going to go live and you're going to show people things. And honestly, I'm in a bad place right now with far too many tabs open.
Kevin, in our case, that we have LaunchCart, we don't need to worry about the hosting and all the other stuff that I was looking on the CRM.
Yeah, if you want to create exactly, because your LaunchCart is essentially your website. So that's all part of LaunchCart. You don't have to buy more hosting to do that.
Okay, cool. So that's just in case you don't have a website and you want to host it in your own WordPress.
Yeah. All right. Hold on just a second. Let me get into a sub account here. Danny, if you will let me, I can show it in your account. Do you want me to show you what the workflow looks like in your account?
Yeah, if you don't mind, that would be great.
Yeah. Okay. Let's do this. So let me make sure I find you. MEJIA, California Avenue.
I think I have a couple different stores.
Oh, okay.
So the one that you're looking is at T-Pixie in San Bernardino.
Well, I'm looking in your CRM.
Oh, okay.
Give me a second here. I'll pull it up and make sure I'm a contact, and then we'll go look at it. Yeah, there it is. Okay, there it is. So I'm going to share screen again. Actually, I'm going to go back to the dashboard so we're not showing people's email addresses. All right. I'm sorry my system is slow, everybody. I know this is.
I was going to tell you, don't worry about the emails. A bunch of them, they're just tests.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't like showing people's email addresses on a live call that's recorded around the world.
No.
Okay, so this is inside your account. So what you're going to do is go over here to the left to automation.
Mine doesn't have that word.
Okay. Well, it could be the level of CRM that you have.
Okay.
And we're going to create a workflow. Well, let's get rid of this. So create a workflow. And you can select recipes, which there are a bunch of different workflows that are already set up. But for today, we're just going to start from scratch.
Basically, what I just want to do is send the welcome email with the code.
Yep. So what we need to do is we need to add a trigger. And we're going to say, again, I haven't looked specifically, but when your contact comes in, it should have a tag on it. We're going to say if the contact has a tag, we're going to look for the specific tag added. Newsletter footer. That's probably it right there. So probably the contact's coming in automatically with the newsletter footer tag. That means they signed up for the newsletter on your store in the footer, right? That's where I signed up. And without looking at my contact, I can't guarantee that, but I'm pretty sure that's true.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I saw it. It was full footer.
Yeah. And so we're going to say that's the trigger. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to send an email. We can just type in mail here, send email. And this is going to be welcome and discount. This is just for us to know when we're working with this. All right, we're going to put your name in here. You would put your email address in here. Is that it? Whatever it is, right? You're going to put your email address in here. Your discount. We type our email address or the email content. Save the action.
I think I have a template already.
Oh, cool.
I create one, I think.
Let's go down here to templates. No, it doesn't show any here.
It was an email that I created yesterday.
Okay, so there we go. That's going to send. So what this says is, again, the process was you set up your store, you connect it to the CRM. When somebody fills out the form, it's sending them over here with a tag that says footer, newsletter footer. When that tag is added, it triggers this email. This email gets sent, and you got to make sure you turn this on to publish and save, and that will activate it for the next person, right? So it's not going to go back. This is when the trigger is added. But
can you save it for me?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, let's save it.
Smart boy.
Of course.
So I can copy and paste.
Absolutely. Why do the work when it's already been done, right?
I have a quick question about that, Kevin.
Yeah.
So since I didn't have my CRM hooked up, Launch CRM, for the few orders I've received, they're in Launch Cart. Is there a way to maybe dump them over to the CRM after
It's a good question, Claudia, because here's what's interesting, and I would have to test this out, and maybe somebody in support who watches this could help us as well. The email address that showed up in Danny's account was the one that I entered before we connected the CRM.
Oh.
So I don't know. I don't know that it goes back and retroactively adds them, but
or if there was a way for us to manually say go get all those past orders.
Yeah. All right. So inside of Launch Cart, I'm going to go take a real quick look here, and I know I'm not sharing this, but I'm going to go into orders. So I'm in Launch Cart now. I'm going into orders, export results. Yeah, I think I'm going to show this. I think it's pretty much as simple as share screen. Orders. Okay, so I went into Launch Cart, and then I went into orders on the left here. Well, it's coming. I went into orders on the left here, and then there's an option here for which I have no orders. Export results, and you can export a CSV. I don't know what the more options are. Let's click on that. Orders, file type CSV. Yeah, and you can determine what all you want to come in or to export. And basically, it's going to download you a CSV file that then in your CRM, you're going to import those contacts, which will have the tags.
And they have there's a place to import in there, I take it.
Yes, absolutely. Inside of the CRM, I don't know if I'm still logged in to Danny's where I can show that. Yep, I'm going to share this tab instead. We're going to get out of workflows. There we go. So when you're in contacts, you're going to be able to use this right here. Import contacts. And that's going to guide you through the process.
Yeah. I'm not sure. So I don't have that automation option, so I might not have it. I don't know why.
Yeah, I'll look at that with you this afternoon. We'll figure that out.
Okay,
Yep.
great.
All right, everybody.
Cool.
This has
Thank
been
you.
fun for me. Hopefully it's been helpful for you. If I missed your comment somewhere in one of the streams, I apologize. You're always welcome to email me, Kevin@kevinstraightonline.com, if you have questions, and we'll add them to our show. But I'll be back next Wednesday at 11 a.m. and we'll do it again. So thanks, everybody. I'm going to stop the stream for now, and we will see you guys next week.
Thanks,
Thank you
Kevin.
so much, Kevin.
Thank you, Danny. Thank you, Claudia, for showing up in the studio. Bye.
Thank you. See you
See you
next
later.
week.
Thank you. Bye.